Hi, it's Tamika again from Savvy Nester Designs. Today I'm going to show you another tutorial on how to set up the Ultimate Finance Bundle. Now this system is going to make it so much easier to keep your personal finances in order. Now the parts that we're going to go over today are the savings tracker and then the month-to-month trackers that are going to have your income, bill pay, budget, and then spending trackers. And then finally, we're going to take a look at the financial dashboard. That's going to put everything you've done throughout the year all together so you can see all of your totals in one place. So let's get started on the spreadsheet. I'm going to move over here to my laptop. All right, so we're going to start in the savings setup. You can see the tab down here, savings setup. All right, we're going to start with the date. We're going to start this February 1st, 2021. It's actually January 31st today. So we're going to start in February. Now I need to fill in my savings funds. I have the option to set up to 4 of them that I can start right away. And I'm going to start a vacation fund. Because who doesn't need a vacation right now? So vacation fund, I want to save up $5,000. I currently have, let's say, $300 saved up, and I want to go on vacation in 9 months. Okay, so I need to save up $522 a month in order to make it on this vacation within 9 months. Now this doesn't have any real bearing on how much you can save every month. You can save more, you can save less. It will allow you to keep running until finally you have that total desired amount saved. Okay, so we're going to set up a second one. This one's going to be a little more of a long term. So we're going to do car. And I want a car. I'm going to spend $27,000 on it. I currently have $3,000 saved on it, and I want to have it within 3 years. So that means I need to save $667 per month in order to get the car when I want to. So you can see the time frames I was putting in. I was doing it in months. So 36 months here. Now that we have our savings funds put in, we're going to go over the savings tracker. And we can see here that it's got our goal, our current amount, and what's remaining. And if we scroll over here, we can see here's our vacation tracker, and it's going to give us all that information up here. Looks like there's already 2 payments put in, one for February and one for March. We might want to bump those up a bit. Let's make this one for $500, make this one for $600, just to make sure we stay on track. So you can see on the side, here's my balance. I have $1,400 saved up so far, which means I still need $3,600. You can see that on the top line. You can see my current balance right there, my starting balance, and my end date is November 2021. That's when I want to go on vacation. And my suggested payment, so I know how much I need to start contributing each month. Let's look over at our car one as well. Let's just scooch on down to the car. Okay, so this one I haven't put anything on, so I'm going to put a $1,000 payment on it first. And a $400 payment. Okay, so that shows we have a $4,400 balance if we add our starting balance in it. Then we have $2,600 left, and we have $4,400 as our current balance, and we should have this ready to go by February 2024. So that is how the savings tracker works. You just keep adding month after month, and it's going to actually auto-populate these dates down until February 2024. Okay, so let's move on to setting up our monthly trackers. So here's the setup right here. Okay, so we're going to start with income sources. Oops. Income sources. So I'm going to put my paycheck. That's one of my income sources. My husband's paycheck is an income. And let's say Etsy is one of my income. Okay. And then I'm going to go over here to budget categories. I'm going to make sure these are to my liking. Maybe I want to do home plus, sorry, home plus, let's say security. I don't know. I'm just making something up here just so you can see the difference. So home plus security, that's what I want to do there. So I'm going to go to the January. Everything's filled in. This is going to help you set everything up each month the way it should look. Okay, so we're going to actually hit this after we're done so you can see everything entered. Now, you can start by entering your financial goals if you'd like right here. There's space for 3 of them. These really have no bearing, so they're optional, but I think they're really helpful to see what you're working towards each month. So I want to start by going to the income tracker, so I'm going to press that button right there, and I'm going to start entering my income, and I'm going to use this drop down, and I'm going to select my paycheck. And I'm just going to say everything's $1,000 today. Just 1,000. My husband's is 1,000. And say Etsy is 1,000. Okay. And I was paid on 1, 10, 1, 12, and these dates have no bearing on anything. They just help you know when you were last paid. Okay, so I filled in our paychecks for the month, and now I'm going to go over here and I'm going to look at our income summary. I can see I made 1,000, he made 1,000, Etsy made 1,000. So $3,000 total stays right there. And then I'm going to go to my bill pay. This is the bill pay section. So the rule about bill pay, bills are anything that have an actual due date on them. So if you're looking at your car payment, your house payment, even if your daughter is in gymnastics and you have a payment due every week or every month, that goes on this list. It does not go on your budget. So I'm going to start by putting my car payment in. We're going to say it's $200. And it's due on the 12th. So I'm going to pay that on the first week. And so you can see up here, it's now highlighted because up here it says select a week to highlight. That's the week you're working on. And I have week 1 selected. Is it paid? No. Okay, so I'm going to put in my house payment. Say it's $1,000. It's due on the 20th. I'm going to pay it in week 2. Week 2. And it is paid. So we're going to look at that. Oh, look, it grayed out because I had paid it. It is grayed out. So I'm just going to put 2 examples in here, and we're going to just scooch over to the bill pay summary. So you have $1,200 in bills total. Week 1, you had 200 total bills, and you still have 200 left to pay. Week 2, you had 1,000 total bills. You have no bills left to pay. It's going to do that for all 5 weeks. So if you get paid bi-weekly, weekly, twice a month, just pick week 1 and week 2. You can set those up to be your bi-weekly. You can set them up to be your bi-monthly. Whatever you need, make these 5 weeks work for you. They don't actually have to be weeks. Okay, so that shows you the bill pay. Now we're going to move on to the budget. Okay, so you can see it moved over here, home plus security. We entered this in, we changed this. And so we're going to put our budget items under here. Now, what budget items are things that you can adjust based on how much money you have. So I'm not going to put my house payment under here because it's a bill. I already paid for it. Instead, I'm going to put, let's do home repair. And I'm going to put $50 towards home repair. If I don't spend it, I'll just save it up for later. And so you need to take a look over here. Okay, so to start the budget, you need to decide how much money do you have that you want to use on all your expenses for the month. Now, it looked like I made $3,000 for the month, but I only want to spend, say, $2,800. I want to leave a little bit in the bank account. So once I've entered that in that I want to spend $2,800, it now gives me, after I've paid my bills, I still have $1,600 to work with here. Now, I have used a little bit of that up, so I still have $1,550 to budget. We want to get this down to 0. So we're going to keep adding budget items in here until we get to 0. All right, let's move back over here. Okay, so let's go. Food's an easy way to spend up a whole bunch of money. So we'll do groceries. We're going to do $300 in groceries. We're going to do eating out, do $150. Maybe under transportation, we're going to do our gas for my car, gas for my hub's car. So we're going to say I'm spending $250 and he's spending $300. Okay. Household. So if you need to purchase toiletries or maybe you're remodeling a room in the house, you can spend money in this section. Let's see, let's put $150 here. And personal, see if I need to get my hair done, I'm going to budget in $125. Haircuts, $50. All right, let's see where we are on our budget so far. Okay, so I would keep going until all of this $225 is spent, it's gone. And then you can see down here, it is all in a chart for you. So you can see what percent of your budget is being spent in each category. So it looks like I'm spending a lot on transportation here and food, spending a lot in both of those, and I'm not spending any in these other categories. And then if you want to see a breakdown, you can see what you've budgeted now, how much you have left to spend here. Okay, so we are done setting up our budget for the month. We're going to go to our spending. Okay, so this is where we start entering what we've purchased. So if we start by going to a category, all of these categories match your budget. So let's go to food. Purchase, that is your budget items. So you purchased groceries that day. You spent $125 on groceries. And let me say I bought it from Walmart on 1/12. Okay. Let's do another one. Let's do personal. I went and got that haircut. So I went and got my hair done. I actually only spent $75. And I went to the salon on 1/13. Okay. So let's go look at our summary and see what we've done so far. So this is how much we have left in the budget after these 2 purchases. We can see where we're spending our money. This happens where there's an overlap, just drag it and it will get off of your pie chart. Okay, so you can see the percent we're spending. I'm spending 38% on my personal and 62% on my food. And then you can scroll down and this is the percent or the amount you've spent per area. Okay, so we're done with that. So we're going to scroll to the very front and this is going to give us our month summary. So we've spent, or we have an income of $3,000 and we've only spent $1,200, and $1,000 was bill pay and $200 was from the spending tracker. Not what's in our budget, but what's actually in the spending tracker. So we're going to look at February and we're going to see that income is not auto-filled for you, but you will see that your bill pay is. So now all you have to do is select what week you want to pay it and if it's paid. Yes, this is paid. You say week 1. No, it's not paid. And you can even choose processing if you paid for it, but there's a couple day delay on it. And then we're going to go to your budget and look, the budget transferred over as well. So all you'll have to do is just change these numbers here to match whatever you need. And this is just going to roll on month after month after month just to make the whole system so much easier to use. And then there's your overall. I didn't enter any income, but you can see everything else is the same. Once you've filled this in, you can go to your dashboard. All right, this is your financial dashboard. Take a look at this. Here is your monthly income, and it breaks it down in color by what's my paycheck, what's my husband's, and what's my Etsy, and it's all equal, as you can see. Then you can scroll down. You can see income versus your bill pay and spending. So you have $3,000 in income, but you only spent $1,200. So that is good. And then monthly budget versus actual spending. So you can see here, this is what you budgeted for, and this is what you've actually spent for the month. So you can get kind of an idea of how your spending is going versus your budgeting, your monthly spending, your monthly bill pay, and then you can scroll over here and you can see this is all of your income by income source. So this will show you, this will have all 12 months wrapped into it, so you can see exactly how much you've made, your husband's made, and you've made in any other income sources. This is a breakdown of your spending and where you were spending it. So that's just a really good visual. And then if you're someone who likes to see the background data, it is all sitting down here. You can see every single month, this is where I'm pulling the data from. Okay, so that is how you set up your Ultimate Finance bundle.
All right, that is how easy it is to set up the Ultimate Finance bundle. Remember, if you bought the Debt Snowball version, there is going to be another video linked below so that you can click on that and get all the details on how to set up the Debt Snowball. So it's as simple as that. If you have any questions or any comments about this, I hang out on Etsy all day, so you can either message me through there or leave a comment below and I will get back to those as soon as possible. So that is it for me, and I hope you have a fantastic day.